Digpal, the presiding deities of all directions, cannot praise your glory enough. How can the scholarly poets narrate it? The title of this chaupai, Beautiful Bouquets. Hanumanji's noble deeds are so vivid and beyond comprehension that everyone falls short in praising his glories. Understandably, it's beyond scholars' reach to sing praises in Hanumanji's honour. Let us not forget that Hanumanji is an incarnation of Lord Shiva. It is indeed difficult to sing Lord Shiva's praises. The poet Pushpadanta expresses his limitations in a famous Shiv Mahimna Stotra. Asagita Grisham Sat Kalajam Sindhu Patre Surata Vaya Shakala Lekhi Patravumi Likita Yadi Kruhavati Sharda Sarvakalam Tadapti Tab Gunanam Isha Paranam Noyati. Perhaps taking a mountain of ink, dark ocean as a pot, a branch of the heavenly tree as a pen, and the earth as a paper, even if Shraddha, the goddess of wisdom, writes forever, even then, O Shiva, the boundaries of your glory cannot be found. Equally difficult is the task of glorifying Hanumanji. Prima facie, chaupai 11 to 15 collectively describe Hanumanji's preeminence. At the same time, they also eliminate a very important aspect of spiritual life. Matured along with valor and expertise, Hanumanji is full of wisdom and humility. In a spiritual journey, while treading the path of wisdom, the seeker comes to a point where the road bifurcates and he has to make a choice. One way is towards the ego, while the other hand is towards humility. An attractive one that leads to the ego is quite tempting and slippery. On choosing this path, the seeker's ego clouds the onward journey and his spiritual progress stagnates. On the other hand, progress on the path of humility enhances the devotional aspect of the seeker. This leads to self-realization, God-actualization, and a constant joy of being showered with grace and benevolence of the Supreme. Humility is the first and most indispensable trait of a spiritually elevated scholar. Shri Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Amanitvam, abanitvam, ahimsa, shanti, arjavam, acharya yopus avasanam, shocham, stadium, atma vinigraha. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 13, verse 7. Along the same lines, Sri Ram explains to Lakshman in the Ram Gita, Gyan jahu eka nahi, dekpram saman mahi. Sri Ramcharitmanas, Aranyakant Doha 15. Wisdom is where there is no trace of ego. He perceives Brahman equally in all. Ego is possible only in duality. One needs another individual or the sense of oneness to exhibit one's ego. For example, to exhibit the ego of wealth, a poor is needed. Similarly, to exhibit vanity of beauty, presence of an ugly is essential. But when the perception of otherness subsides, and there's no room for the sense of duality, the ego automatically vanishes. Usually one is not interested to exhibit ego in front of near and dear ones. A rich man does not try to impress his wife or son with his wealth. A beautiful lady does not charm her son with her stunning looks. A wise seeker is constantly aware not to build walls of ego with fellow humans. In fact, he, with a strong sense of humility, builds bridges of love and faith. Chaupai 16.